restarted. And basketball in focus, Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday night. The court report is in. Hailey Chandler with us. Hailey, what has it been like to be on this Southern Guilford basketball team to get the 1,000 points in your career? Did that faze you quite a bit when that happened? Was that a big event, or just kind of take it in stride, just keep playing?
It was a big thing for me, but it's just came to me.
Is it all about the team, or sometimes do you need a little bit of individual encouragement, maybe some individual success to go along with it? So many players, I'm going to play for my team, want to see the team win, but sometimes you got to do a little bit for the individual itself too, I think, because you work so hard to try to get there.
Yeah, I need my team a lot. They help me out. When I get struggling, shooting wise, they help me.
Where do some of those struggles come? Now, are you more of an outside shooter, inside? I don't think we see you as a post player. We see you more as an outside player, right?
Yeah, outside.
Where do some of the struggles come in that outside shot? Sometimes I know you probably get more frustrated. Maybe the shot's not going down. What causes some of those frustrations and that shot not to be going? And what do you do to kind of correct that?
Well, I just keep shooting. I know the next one will go down if I keep shooting. I try not to let it faze me.
1,000 points for your career. Now, you're a senior, right?
Yes.
Last year for Hailey Chandler. Still got some games to go. 1,000 points. What's been the biggest game score-wise you've ever had? Do you remember that one?
No, I don't.
It's probably a good thing. Probably in the mid-20s, something like that. Maybe a high game.
Close to 30.
Close to 30. How is the team better this year than last year? Because you lost some players, as Coach Whitaker mentioned. You've had to make some changes, some adjustments. And how's the team better this year, you think?
Well, we're a young team, but we're starting to hit that point where we're going to start doing bigger things.
And you kind of look at that too, some adjustments and changes you have to make. How does that kind of affect your game? Does that mean you need to take more of the responsibility under your wing and start to maybe exert yourself a little bit more to try to help the team, kind of give them more of a boost?
Yeah, I don't have to do a lot. I've been trying to do a lot more this year than I've did the past couple years.
Do you like being the one that they got so many times as you play along over the years, get older and better, you get these teammates kind of looking toward you. You like being the one that your teammates look to give you the ball, so there's some pressure on Hailey right now. We kind of heard a score. Do you like being in that position?
Yeah, I do. It's something different, but I accept the challenge.
Sometimes you wear like a label around your neck, but you can't see that label, top team player. But as time has gone on, is that something that's kind of evolved or developed and kind of come your way gradually, or how's that developed?
It has came to me gradually.
And how have you gotten better over the years? You had to be doing something to keep improving. I know your parents have been very supportive. I see your dad with that red NC State cap on. We got to give him a check mark for wearing that tonight. And how is that support from your parents? How has that helped you?
It helped me get through a lot from all my 4 years.
What have you been doing in the summer, the off season, to get better for the senior year?
I've been shooting in the gym. My volleyball coach, she lets me go in the gym and play.
Yeah, your volleyball coach. So that means you've got volleyball season you got to take care of too, right? Mm-hmm. And then do you play softball? I thought I saw somebody play softball too.
Softball too.
Three-sport player then. Of the three, which is your favorite sport?
Basketball.
You had to say that with Coach Whitaker. You got to look out for the coach. And basketball. What makes basketball such a good sport for you? Because you're playing three, so you've been playing three sports a long time, I would think.
Yeah.
What has made basketball kind of become the favorite?
Well, I'm a lot better at that than any of the other sports.
So you had more success with that, right? Kind of came your way a little bit better. Talk about a typical game. Say you guys have Western Guilford tomorrow night. You get in that game starts kind of early. Talk about your role and your responsibility as that game gets underway. How's your game? What are you doing as that game gets going? Are you looking for a shot early? Kind of get me the ball early with your teammates? Are you trying to take control of the game early? What's your spot early in this game against Western? Because I know you want to come out and have a good start because this is a team, no disrespect toward Western Guilford, but this is a team you have a very good chance to beat. It's a big conference game. What's your role early in this game?
Well, just to kind of get my shot going, keep it going, and pick it up on the defensive end, make the game a fast pace for us.
Do you like the fast pace? How does outside shooter, sometimes they want to slow it down a little bit, get me that ball outside, get me a screen, give me time to get my feet set, I got to get my elbows right, got to get my shoulders right, got to pull it back. The fast pace. How do you get those long shots off also during that fast pace offense?
Well, when we have fast breaks, they look for me on the outside.
Gotcha. I think I can see it in my mind. The fast break comes down the court, one of your guards, or one of your teammate guards penetrates, dish it back out to you. Where do you like to get the ball at best? Where's your best spot out? Because we're thinking three-point shot, because there are going to be some twos, but man, you're going for everything. Around that outside arc, where's your best spot, you think, to get those shots?
On the side, on the wing.
On the wing side? Like the wing better than the corners, I guess, a little bit?
Nah, I like both, but I like the corners better.
Do you need to get a screen, or is it just get me the ball outside? If I feel good, I'm going to let it rip?
Kind of both.
Who's sets of screens? Who are some of your teammates? Because some players, I mean, when I'm playing, if I got a game like outside somewhere, because I don't play indoors, I'm kind of like a caveman, I guess. I like to play basketball outside. But if I'm on the outside, I don't mind setting screens, and I want to be a part of it to help the team out. If you set a good screen, the guy makes a shot, he's going to be your friend, right? Okay, get the ball back later. But teammates sometimes, they don't like to set those screens quite as much. What does it take for your teammates, and who can you count on to set you a good screen to get that shot off?
My post player, Kayla Miller.
Name again?
Kayla Miller.
Miller? Okay. How big is Kayla?
Like 5'11".
So she's got a little bit of size to her then. Now she's a big post player. Does she come outside and set that screen for you?
Both. Like sometimes I go around the screen, like underneath and then.
What have you learned from Coach Whitaker about your basketball game? I know sometimes the coaches draw these plays up for us, and then sometimes you think, well, I know these plays are good, but I think I'd rather do it a little bit on my own, kind of be more of a freelance player. What are some plays and things he's taught you that have helped you with your game?
He's given me like more confidence in my shot. Like he really wants me to work on my shot.
Have there been times maybe when Coach Whitaker's been a little tough on you?
Yes.
Has that helped?
Yes, it has.
How do you take the hard, the good, and the bad, and all the good stuff and the bad at the same time? Sometimes that's tough to do.
I just listen to the message and not the tone.
Was that again?
I listen to the message but not the tone.
Gotcha. So has he got like any sayings, anything he uses to tell us as a team before a game, kind of like these phrases or cliches or mottos before you go out? Does Coach Whitaker got any of those?
Work hard all the times.
Work hard. Do you guys like get in a huddle before the game? Let's get in here. You just coach say, all in. Everybody gets in there and they say one big loud phrase before you go out and start the game?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Good stuff. Who are you mentioned the Miller kid, the post player. Who are some of your other teammates you rely on that you're kind of proud of and happy you've got them on this Southern Guilford Storm team to give you a chance to win? We need to get a shout out for some of your teammates.
Alani McFarland, our point guard.
Okay. Now how tall is she?
5'5".
How tall are you?
5'8", 5'7".
Yeah, that's good. You say 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". Keep it a little up there. That's what I would do too. I remember when I was in school years ago, I think I was supposed to be about 5'8 and a half. I always list like 5'9", try to stretch it. But some McFarland kids at point guard. She does a good job on the offense end.
Yeah, she does.
What's some of her key assets as far as being a good basketball player?
To push the ball and like look for the open shot.
Yeah, she gets the ball to the court pretty quick.
Yes, she does.
So if you guys run that 3-on-2 fast break, you got probably McFarland in the middle. You catch one of the wings and work that 3-on-2 break?
I get what the defense gives me. Like if they like cheat up where I am, I go back door.
Now, you learned a lot from Coach Whitaker. And again, Hailey Chandler with us, 1,000-point scorer at Southern Guilford with the Storm. They're about 8-7, 8-8 this year, having a good season, senior season for Hailey. Now, how did you get better? And we talked about the off-season, about the volleyball coach letting you shoot. So what else did you do to get better? Did you play on some of those travel teams?
Yeah, I did. I played some this year on travel.
Who were you with there?
Coach Nate.
Coach Nate. What was the name of that team? You remember that?
The Phoenix.
Phoenix? Okay, the Phoenix. I know we got the Phoenix. Yeah. That might be part of Coach Rudd's organization.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there. It's like the Cherry City Elite.
Yeah, the Cherry City probably spreading toward High Point, Thomasville area. Have you ever met Coach Delaney Rudd? Mm-hmm. He ever helped you in your game, any?
I mean, he wasn't one of my coaches, but
If he rubbed elbows with Coach Whitaker, he's probably helped you out a little bit over the years. What are your goals? The basketball season will be over pretty soon if you're playing softball, I'm sure. But what are some of your goals maybe for next year and the future? Do you this basketball 1,000 points, and you can put that on your resume, send some others off to some colleges, try to get in. What are your goals after high school? So what are you going to do next?
just go play college ball.
College basketball? Any colleges in mind? Have you talked to anybody yet?
Well, I have a few colleges looking at me, but I'm gonna wait till the end of the season to
Try to
see.
get it all, get the basketball season out of the way then?
Yeah.
Can you give us any hints on some of the colleges you've looked at and maybe haven't talked to directly, but or maybe even thinking about any colleges out there on your list?
Everett and Catawba.
Catawba? Everett up in Danville? So your goal is to move on to play basketball at the next level then? What do you think you got to do to get as far as your game goes to make your game better, to improve your game, to get to that next level?
Get tougher with the ball.
Tougher and stronger. Do you lift any weights? That's tough for girls at the weight room. Do you lift any weights? Got any of these strength and conditioning drills you do now?
No, I don't.
Not yet, but you will probably down the road. What's it like in the classroom for you at Southern Guilford? I know you got to get this academic stuff together because you can't play and stay qualified for the team unless you take care of your academics. What's the academic load like for you?
It hasn't been that much this year, but the senior project, that was like the toughest for me this year.
What is the senior project? What are you doing for your senior project?
I did athletic training.
Really? Tell us a little bit about that. What goes on with that? I've heard of it. I know a little bit about it, but as far as you do it, what have you done athletic training with?
I was like stood on the sidelines with my athletic trainer, Jeff Guilford, and I watched.
Yeah, that guy's a good one. I've heard of his name. He really is good at what he does. Yeah.
I learned a lot from him by being on the sidelines with him.
You think you want to do that down the
Yeah, that's what I want to pursue.
And so, here's a good question. I'm kind of thinking over what you told me already tonight. Very busy with volleyball, basketball, softball. How in the world have you found time to do that sideline work to be a trainer? Where do you do that?
I do that after practices and games.
Do you ever get to do any, here's a good one, do you get to do any Friday night football games, get help there? That's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it
A lot of
was.
excitement on that sideline there. Have you run into any bad injuries this year?
Some guy got a concussion.
What'd you guys, here's the question, what do you do to treat the concussion? What kind of treatment did you guys do there?
Well, we gave him like a concussion test to see if he had any symptoms with that.
Did you have to hold him out of the game or anything like that? Back when I was younger, all they would do was take like this ammonia tablet, stick it in front of your nose and say, get back in there. Serious business of that. I mean, the concussion thing has gotten very serious. Any kind of classes now, you got this for your senior project. I'll let you go just a couple minutes, just kind of dig a little bit deep here with Hailey Chandler, Southern Guilford Storm, 1,000-point scorer. Loves Southern Guilford, right?
Yeah, I do.
Can't wait to graduate, but still loves that school. Grew up there, right? Middle school? Elementary?
Yep.
Sumner?
Yeah, I did something too.
Parents, did they go to school there too back in the day?
My mom and dad, they went there at high school.
Everybody came through Southern Guilford then anyway.
Yeah.
So looking over all that now, you think about your future. We talked about that training. Do you think you might even want to be like a doctor one day?
No, just an athletic trainer or a physical therapist.
Physical therapy, those are good fields to get into, good fields. For the basketball team, what goals do you have for the rest of this year?
I really want to win conference this year because we haven't really won since like the 80s.
It's been a long time. Do you miss the girls? Do the girls move on to the other schools? Do you miss them too? Or do you have to kind of, I mean, everybody thinks about it. When you lose some players and move on, transfer out, you just kind of block that out of your mind. We got to go what we got.
Yeah.
Got to just keep moving on then.
Yeah. I mean, like, I miss a lot of them that leave, but we still have to keep trying to get better.
Do you ever go, when you're not playing a game, seeing other schools playing, are you so hungry for basketball you can watch other schools play too? Go to the games? How about college-wise? Do your parents get the NC State thing going? Go see any of those games?
Yeah, we went there and they played UNCG.
To the Coliseum. That was a tough, close game, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
Man, that was kind of tight. All of a sudden, NC State comes back. I had a girl with us last week we interviewed. Her name was Hailey Barber. I can get you two confused a few times this week. Got Hailey Chandler, it's Hailey, and then Hailey Barber, Hayley. But talking about that, you probably saw those guys, she's Hailey Barber. I said, what about this guy, Anthony Cat Barber for NC State? You remember him? What do you think about this kid playing basketball?
I mean, he's good.
You see any of yourself in him or any other players out there?
No.
I tell you, he's got to get better. What he's got to work on is something you're doing a good job with. Anthony Cat Barber, watched him play his way for us last night. Got to start hitting that outside shot.
Yeah, he needs to.
Drives a basket like nobody's business, and very unassuming. He's not some of your college players these days. You've seen these guys in college. Maybe not as much as women, but sometimes the men got kind of an attitude. This guy, freshman, I see no attitude problems about that guy at all. So with NC State, they're not in the picture though for college yet. Coming out probably Averett or Catawba. Athletic training. Do you got any classes at Southern now beside doing the senior project? Any classes in athletic training?
I took sports medicine, but that was like a while back, my sophomore year.
So you had that a while back too. Did they teach you the taping and stuff in that class?
Oh, yeah.
How do you get the swelling to go down whenever that guy turns his ankle like in a football game? How do you do that? What do you do there?
You just ice it.
Strictly ice. Do you tape it later?
See, it depends, like, if they want to go back in the game or not, how severe it is.
You haven't got the judgment call yet to decide if they go in the game or not, though, have you? That's not your call yet?
No, that's after.
Give me that trainer's name again.
Jeff Guilford.
Jeff Duffy. You've learned a lot from Mr. Duffy, I'm sure.
Yes, I have.
Well, listen, good job talking to us tonight. Keep up the good work on the basketball team. Hailey Chandler, Southern Guilford basketball, outstanding player, 1,000-point career. Keep up the good work.